Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Forged in Shadow Torch for everybody's least favorite part of these games, the big underwater section. If I'm honest, you know, the underwater movement in this game is a lot better than the underwater movement in a lot of games is. But still, I'm not necessarily a huge fan. If getting the oxygen mask completely removes the having to breathe mechanics, I'll be pretty happy about that. And I will still wish that we were on land.
You again.
Oh, hey.
This time, you have reason to let me go.
Okay, well, I did let you go last time, too, so I'm...
Tell me.
If you hurt me this time, it means there was no point in you letting me go last time.
This is the best written exchange in the entire game. I kind of get where you're coming from.
Let it be pointless then.
What?
I
Right.
get up at 7 every morning and iron my tie. I then go to the energy station to get a full 8-hour charge and pick up a 4-hour temporary battery. I start work at 8 o'clock. I must check, inspect, and monitor the mission roster for 1,000 soldiers every day.
If anything, this is counterproductive.
Enough talking.
To Ferguson's, we are the enemy, the Iron Dogs. To the heads of the Legion, however, we are mere cogs in the wheel, churning out work. Patrolling and writing reports both consume a lot of power. We must stay at our posts, even if we are low on battery or have rusty components.
So, like, is his move here making me pity him? The argument is, hey, listen, nobody likes me.
You can shut up now.
All right. Before I shut up, though, I will repeat this one more time. Civilized Ferguson, please allow me to leave in a fitting manner.
Fitting what, though? Okay, well, I guess that... Weird. I mean, listen, I enjoy a running gag as much as the next person. I'm hoping we see him again. What are you? Are you a button, or... I mean, I guess I'm gonna... Nope. I cannot, in fact, depress it. It looks... It's very strange to ring a ventilation duct with neon lighting, right? I should have just gone. Okay. Oop. Alright, everything's fine. I really hope there's a teleporter on this side as well, so that we never ever have to go back through this. It's so weird. The room we were just in, it looks like the roof is solid and everything, but it's so weird that the edge of the map is right up against it like that, as opposed to the way it is here. I mean, I guess given that yellow door, there must be something above that space. What a weird way to render it. Okay. Well, this is useful. Let me try going up in this room first. Right, because I assume this is... Oh, never mind. This is, in fact, not much of anything. The money's so weird. Sometimes, like, after we destroyed that thing, we had some of the money from the floor just vacuum over to us immediately, but not all of it. Some of it I had to go down there for, and some of it required us to be much, much closer than other parts. Things seem very arbitrary here. Okay. What am I connected to? Oh. I see. This connects to the arsenal. Huh. Is this yellow door over here, is this openable from this side, or... Ah! Hi! Again, the utter thoughtlessness, the mindlessness of this particular weapon. It's really something. I have no idea where that is. That could be anywhere. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go up here and go around really quickly. I know I'm once again getting us off topic here. So that was this one assumes? Ah, okay, it was sitting on a battery container. But if I open this, I'm just going to be closing the door up there, right? Because when I grab... What is the value of that? Because I can just go through, like... Being able to go through this door doesn't do anything for me. It lets me get underneath the elevator, I guess? But I don't think that's the thing that I wanted. Okay, whatever. Whatever. You know what? Let's just get back to the breathing mask thing. I'll get the oxygen mask and we'll come back for all this stuff later. Maybe I could bring a battery from a different area, but again, I don't know what the point would be. Yeah, whatever. What a strange everything. So, okay. Bear left at the top of this area. Hopefully this is what's going to connect us back to that yellow door. Oh, there we go. That's the one I meant to hit. Ow. I pressed the wrong button. Drink. We're gonna get our EP back here, so. Okay, weird. Weird way for that animation to go. Nope, other way. I wonder why it's not doing the camera zooms on the executions. Alright, as much as I think it's like a much less fun weapon to use, the efficacy of the whip over the other things for dealing with these spidery dudes, hard to argue with. Okay, so maybe this was actually necessary. There we go. I can hear stuff happening in this room. Oops, wrong. There we go. That's how you do that. My inclination is definitely to stay near the surface until we get the breathing thing. Maybe that's not the right way to do this. I guess we'll find out. Can I break this stuff underwater? No, because I don't have access to my normal attacks. Alright. Yeah, I can't attack at all with that. Yeah, okay. Breaking that kind of stuff underwater is going to require access to methodology that we do not yet possess. That does seem to be the way forward. All right, hold on. Since this seems to be the way forward, let's go back and do this other thing. Maybe we'll get some coins or something. Okay, so that's something. I wanted to not overshoot the execution threshold there, but like, oh right, this one's on the floor. You can just look at it and see that. You can tell that I'm a little distracted today. There's a little bit of stuff going on. Hello, friends. Oh. God, I love that dive attack. So yeah, this is definitely just reconnecting us to a place we've already been. Oh. I thought I was being invited in. In a space this small, I think I can probably deal with this thing with the drill. Although I do have to actually hit it for that to work. Damn. 1 of 3 on the parries. This guy has an awful lot of health. Ah. That is very strange. Why did this weird little corner room in the middle of nowhere warrant such a powerful guard? So according to the map, all right, it's down from here. We probably want that data disk, right? At some point, I'm gonna get the ability to buy the rest of these upgrades. Oh, right, but I have to figure out how to get that thing open first. Well, I guess we'll find out. So does this look like? Yeah, maybe. Maybe this is still a way forward. Did I just? Okay. Pushed him right through the wall and out of reality. Yeah, a lot of things about this game's combat system. Clearly not really designed to be functional in small spaces. Oh, I guess this is a solid roof and it's just slightly outside the map area. Well then, this way we go. Well, this is concerning. Oh, I really thought... Okay, so I have to be behind cover when that happens. I thought we might be able to just outrun it. It might be one of those just keep moving things. But we have to be in a place where the bot is occluded from firing at us by those turbines. And is it still the case that a lot of the nodes are locked? Yep, it sure is. And I bought all of this. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. So clearly something going on up here. So that just connects to that, which we already did. Oh, there's a horizontal one. Damn it. Let's try to just get through very, very quickly before that happened. All this for coins. What? Well, what did that do? Okay, it did turn off the lasers. I was expecting it to turn off the lasers, and then we hit it, and another laser very clearly fired after we hit it. But I guess it just takes a minute for them to deactivate all the way. Ow. At some point here, we're going to have to fight a boss, and it will be very helpful for me to have my parrying legs back, so to speak. What a weird way for the camera to behave. Nope, that's not what I should be doing. There we go. Nope, there's one above there. Started executing the plan before I had fully sort of internalized the situation. HP extracts? Okay, disc is fine. What? That's not a laser. The ceiling near the lasers is very hot. We're not cooling these emitters at all, so. Oh, boy, that sure looks like a space we would climb through. Okay. So is this gonna connect? Yep. Oh no, actually this is a separate a separate and relatively convenient room. I thought this was connecting us to the area that I recognize now as below us. Okay. There's a lot of, I don't mean for this to sound as negative as it's probably going to mean, or as it's probably going to sound. Oh no! Stupid fish. But it does feel like there are a lot of sections in this game that are just like, well, it is expected that a game of this type will have some of these mechanics in the year of our Lord 2022. And so we have the enemy, like this thing where an enemy's firing at you from the background, you're using moving cover, it's some very well-trod ground, I guess, is the way I would put it. Right, get around the thing. And again, I don't necessarily mean that to be like, and as such, a good developer would not do it, but it is wild how much of that stuff is in this game. Like, it's just like, they had the checklist, and they were just going down it. Okay. In most games, that sequence is I think, presented as more of an explicit stealth thing. Okay, arbitrarily, let's try this way first. But we already had our stealth sequence, so this is just gonna connect right to it, right? Well, maybe not. That seems like a problem. Sure, we can turn that off somewhere. Again, there's some difficulty in here where I just am not sure what can be parried. We didn't get the parry on that big axe strike. Is that because it can't be parried or because I didn't get it? It'd be super helpful to know. Oh, I was hoping to kick him back into the lightning there. The laser. Ah, damn it. Just a little too much. It is wild, the stuff they will go through to make you, like, and reward you with just a small amount of money that there's no way that you need. I guess when the other nodes on the move map open up, maybe they'll be really expensive? Oh, that didn't open the floor. I was really expecting it to. Yeah, I think it might just not be parryable. You know, it's a great big powerful weapon strike. Okay, there we go. I must not have hit it directly enough anyway. Okay, there we go. Oh dear. Okay, this might be a thing to come back to once we have the rebreather. Yeah, there's no oxygen anywhere around here. Okay. Where am I? Oh, we didn't really lose that much. Okay, this is good to know about. Again, I think it is a ridiculous failure on the game's part that you lose your mapping when you die. Any mapping that was done after your last checkpoint. Like, why? Who would ever want it to work that way? What is even a single benefit of it functioning in this way? I'm like, okay, the mapping doesn't stay finished, but the lever here stays pressed. So I have to run through this room again with nothing happening in it so that I can get it on the map. Because otherwise it's going to be like, oh, 99.28%. And for some reason, owing to the particular ways in which my brain is broken, that will haunt me. It will haunt my dreams forever. Let me really quickly here. I wonder. Because if we can get this to break from a distance, I can probably just get in there without even having to turn those off. Yeah, alright. My assumption was that we would turn those off elsewhere, but mayhap is not actually necessary. I see. Ow. Ah, okay. I mean, again, this looks to me like a thing that you probably want to do once you have the mask. How close are we, by the way? Ah, well, as the crow flies, the answer is not that far, but unfortunately... Okay, so we gotta get back down to the teleporter. Yeah, okay. Let's see what's over here. This is a punch door. Okay. So we need to go right until we can go down and then right again. Okay, now we're in actually, well, not new territory, but territory that's not covered on our current map at least. Damn it, must you make life difficult for me? It's almost like you don't even believe that we're friends. Ow. So we're not even going to bother with this right now. Well, I mean, we could try to map it now that we've just hit a checkpoint. Let's at least have a look. So, I mean, there's that whole thing, which is a real nightmare. This is just nothing? Well, that's weird. Oh, yeah, that is totally a breakable vent, isn't it? It might be the case that it would be better for the game not to tell us this this kind of stuff so explicitly, but I sure do benefit from it a lot. Okay, so there's kind of nothing going on in this room. And now I begin to drown. Surface, right? Surface? Okay. Well, I do believe we have found the place. So let me just go risk my life a bunch more. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, as long as I'm here. It is pretty wild, given the tech level of this world, that like what is essentially a scuba mask would be a mega rare, one of a kind object. Okay, we can stop pinning me against the wall now, maybe. Fine, I'll do the boring thing. They were just really not interested in allowing me to play the game there. Okay, I dig the hammerhead shark design. That's cool. Defeat the typhoon. Ow. Shouldn't have jumped while holding forward. That's on me. Oh, what is this now? Okay, well, somebody reaped the whirlwind. I didn't really think it was me for the most part. Didn't quite reach out and grab him. Well, I mean, not to jinx it or anything, but so far, this hasn't been too bad. And like with these enemies, I don't necessarily need to fight everything even. It would be really good if I can actually pull off one of these executions on these flyers, though. Nope, nope, nope. Damn it. That is a super annoying attack. It also sucks that I can't do my No, it's glowing. Just let me execute it. Okay. And then let me fall directly into an inescapable attack. Okay. Just evade for a minute. Oh my god, it's the most annoying attack in the universe. There's no way out of it except really fast back and forth wiggling. Alright, well I want to use these weapons that feel way punchier, but given the extreme danger that those things pose, I mean, it feels like they really, really want you to use the whip. The whip's just not as fun. It's weird that only some of the cutscenes are skippable. Trying to dash through stuff. You know, I'm also, like, I'm playing Death's Door at the same time, and Death's Door is absolutely a game where you can use the roll to go through things. It's like, most video games do it one way, but just enough video games do it the other way for it to be a consistent problem. Or if you get used to either of them, you get in trouble. Not mean to switch to the fist. It's fine. It worked out. Ah, damn it. That was actually really interesting. I parried him, and it stopped my midair movement, but I didn't tap forward at any point during that. That was part of a continuous forward movement as I was trying to jump and then dash over it. And unfortunately, the parry happening made it impossible for me to continue evading. Just a real bummer. Alright, I think we're gonna get him on this next phase. Oh right, I always forget about the big overhead. Okay, but let me move that. Alright, well, pretty not ideal there. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of, I hit L and it just does the L button attack instead of the execution. So I could really have used some executions there. Okay. Alright, I like that one. Oops, that's okay. Try not to destroy the breathing mask.
I have the oxygen mask.
What do you think? Is it?
The hexapod got away, though.
Okay, but let me walk through the door.
I've infiltrated.
We better hurry then.
Contact me when you get to the...
If the space that a character is intended to cover during a walk and talk is like, it takes them 2 seconds to cross, you can't really put more than 2 seconds of dialogue in the, like, right? Why would they make that a multi-line back and forth when they're not going to let you leave the room and the exit to the room is 3 feet that way? It's very strange. Okay, so it is the case. I was a little worried that the outcome of getting the rebreather is that it would extend our breathing meter, but it has in fact completely removed it, which I really appreciate. So we just don't have a way of breaking these underwater, right? So this doesn't work. Can I charge my... No. And just swimming into them and attacking into them, neither of those work. Okay. So there is definitely still something that we have yet to pick up. Because clearly those are intended to be breakable, and that does look like the only way, in fact, to get into that room. Oh, this is going to be such a pain in the ass to come back to later. All right, hold on a second. Let me make sure that we have tried everything there. Because I can't do my skill moves in the water, right? Yeah, the button just does this thing. Okay, so what about... Can I use my... Yeah, this thing? Nope, equipment doesn't work underwater. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to drain the water out of this place eventually. Otherwise, I don't see how that is ever going to be breakable. Like, especially in a world where there's this huge underwater base and it is of critical importance. The idea that the world's greatest inventor, well, maybe not the world's, but you know, a pretty great inventor took forever to come up with the idea of a rebreather that significantly post-dated giant walking mechs, and that there's only one of them. It's just a little hard to buy. And like, I guess obviously the iron dogs don't need them. It would be a thing that's built specifically for counterculture rebellion reasons. But like, that's our whole deal. Or it's Urso's whole deal anyway. Interesting. So we'd have to be able to get to this and then break it, which we cannot do. Hold on, let me try. No, the recovery animation causes us to lose distance. Okay, yeah, we'll come back later. We're gonna pick up something else, it seems like. Okay, I see. There we are. Apologies for the sniffles. I'm trying to control it. It just some days, you know, my whole respiratory system feels feels like a hostile force. Oh, hey, okay, shoot. All right. Well, at least these aren't automatically delete you lasers. Ow. Okay. This would be a great time for me to get to land. Okay. I guess no more making mistakes. No, damn it. They really... If you get hit by one of these things, I don't know how clear it is to you watching. If you get hit by one of these things, Rayton loses all of his momentum immediately. And his movement on land is pretty crisp, but the water, you know, there's a bit of physics and delay and stuff in the water, which I assume is you know, specifically to give you a sense of inertia to make the water feel, make being underwater feel really different. But this kind of stuff is why everybody always hates the underwater area. It's one of those things that game developers are just like... Game developers are absolutely addicted to, probably because, for the most part, they're just copying a thing they saw in a game that did really well and is really iconic. But, like, it's yes, this is a great example. Once I touch one of them, like, it's like we get stuck to it and it just hits us over and over again. The problem is that everybody hates that stuff, and I don't know why they keep... It's like escort quests. It's a thing that every player hates and every game designer seems unwilling to admit that players hate. No, but I'm gonna do it right. Get down and then left. There we go. Is it hubris? Is it game design hubris? Or is it just like a really, really desperate need to adhere to an orthodoxy? Yeah, whatever. And that fish can live. I think in the case of this game, it would be very easy to say that it is adherence to orthodoxy, right? Because this game is obviously very in love with the orthodoxy of the genre. Ow. Not quite enough time to get where I was going there. Okay. Ow. Okay, what if everybody had an infinite number of lasers to shoot at my face? Doesn't that sound fun? I'm going to be so excited when we are done with swimming. Honestly, this area might be the thing that convinces me that it's not worthwhile to 100% the game. It's like, I kind of think that the... watch out for the enemy who's shooting at you from the background thing. It sucks in a lot of the same ways that forced stealth sections in games suck. And like I mentioned, I feel like in a lot of games those are just combined. The reason this is effectively a version of stealth, right? Here it's less mechanically explicit in the sense that we're not trying to avoid detection from the background. We're avoiding being laser punched in the face. But in actual practice, you know, the actions you are undertaking as a player with your actual hands do not change very much between those two scenarios. Okay, please tell me we are done with this garbage. Why is this pipe built this way? This is a digital space in a video game. You did not have to make it entirely out of elbow joints. I'm assuming that Aria of the Moon is intended to, like, if we go back and get the description for that poster, it's going to be turn out to be a Castlevania reference. Just their slightly fur shifted version of Castlevania. Okay. This is a platform. I'm allowed to stand here. There we go. Okay, yeah, that doesn't open. All this trouble for a little bit of money. Nope. That is definitely an area we've not been yet. Hold on, let me make sure I open this up too before we go wandering away. This, I don't think that's breakable. It's got those hinges. I think that's the thing you're supposed to open out with a switch. But I guess we can give it, here, we can give it a try. I don't think it actually executed the dive. Okay, yeah, that did not open. It is for sure a switch thing. Who knows where that switch is? Okay, this is a whole new area as well. You know, probably the smart thing to do here would be to back it up and take a quick drink. All right, let's try navigating this now. Oh, it's so hard to get him to turn and face a direction. So we have a very large underwater space here. But, of course, almost all of it is empty nothing. Okay. Ow. Okay, so now we're here again. Let's it is not clear to me whether I was actually supposed to be able to squeeze through here. The gap is pretty small. I wonder if they intended that to be an actual block off. Okay. Nothing down here. But clearly something down here. Ah, well, never mind. Clearly something down there for someone else later. God, there's a lot of this. Okay, but basically we're done with this. What is that? Well, I guess we're not too far from it. Let's go find out. A big hole in the center of my map. You know what would be a really nice thing to unlock at some point? The ability to fast travel between these checkpoints. You know, maybe it's like an end of game thing. You have to learn the map for the early parts of the game, but once you get it, I feel like in general, games should be more willing to just be like, okay, that's fine. You've proven you understand what's going on here. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not an area I was before. Actually, kind of remarkably nothing. Yeah, I guess it's just a way to connect once you know how to destroy the underwater walls. Okay. Oh, this is not even where I was intending to go initially. Well, okay, it turns out to be actually absolutely nothing. So now we're supposed to go all the way back to the underground lake, which we would probably just want to take the subway for. We're pretty close to the... yeah, okay. Easy enough. Oh, this is just... sorry. That's just health. We don't need this. Is it? No, it is not up. Okay, so we want to go to the leftmost station. Okay, yep. You're still going to do the thing because I am very large and intimidating. You know, relative to my big metal drill is very large and intimidating is maybe a better way to put that. Rating himself, you know, not necessarily so big. Okay, well, we can finally actually dive into this water without immediately drowning. But that sure does sound like a tomorrow kind of problem. I think that is going to be it for us for today, and thank you all so much for watching. I am super bummed out that we just had to do all that water stuff, and it was pretty not that great, and then it looks to me like we are just hurtling ourselves toward another day or two of that. What is it with developers of these games? They're just like, you know, our game has been too fun and good so far. What could we do to really just throw some salt into that? So I guess come back next time tomorrow for the salination process, and we'll see you then.